Hey, welcome back. Wayward Souls at the Double Tap In. Well, kind of.
Sort of.
In a way. At heart. This is episode 40.
Wow. Now, in all seriousness,
Right?
wow.
Yeah.
20 friggin' weeks, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, we're still here. We've not been canceled. We've not gotten a cease and desist letter from anybody.
Yeah.
So,
If
hey,
they
we're
have, it
winning.
gone to our junk, so fuck them.
Yeah, exactly right. Yep. I can't. I don't know what either one of those words means. So,
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my bandwidth Googling it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's too much battery power that you could use for something else.
Yep. Yeah, porn.
Yeah, or coming up with another shit show.
Yeah, right. Exactly right. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. So, what are we talking about today? What's on the agenda?
You know what we haven't done in a while is an airing of the whatevers.
Yeah.
So, grievances, gratitudes. We talked a little in pre-show that there's the RV situation is fluid, and that's all I'm going to say about fluid. So we're going to skip right over that. We'll skip right over that. When that's
just so everybody knows, my driveway is still empty. Annie is not out here. I can tell you.
Yeah.
61 days today. Not that I'm counting or anything.
Fuck, I would be. Yeah. So, airing of the. Let me do it. I got a gratitude.
Okay.
So I don't even remember when we did it now. Did a while ago, did an airing of the gratitude. Some boys from work came over, helped me tear down the shed,
That's right.
get rid of it. Yep. So since then, we have been looking for some kind of shed to put in the backyard, but like fucking sheds are ridiculous. Like the cost and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the cost is insane. At the cost of one, you think you should get an Amish kid to come with it.
Yeah, right. Like I don't have to take care of him. Like I hope he takes care of himself. But like, yeah.
Well, they're Amish. They do that shit.
Yeah. Like, do you think he cut my grass?
Yeah.
If we had one. Okay.
Yeah. You might
I
have to
get like
one
one
of
of
those
little.
things behind the goat. But
yeah, I had one of those little reel mowers. Like I'll go get that. A buddy. I give it to a buddy. I'll give it back.
Yeah. Hell yes.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm scrolling through my phone, doing God knows what, and up pops sheds for $100. I was like, well, I like sheds for $100. So I click on it. It takes me to Walmart, and it's a 3x5 shed for $100. Normally, like $120. I was like, that's a pretty good deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, or no, it was more than that. It was like $200. It doesn't fucking matter how much it was because it was a deal. So I get looking, and I was like, 3x5, that's kind of small. Like, I want to be able to put, like, I want to get the lawnmower in it, a couple other yard things, and like, I don't need anything fancy. I just want to get the shit out of the weather. So the next size up was a 4x6 for $185. I think it was usually on sale for like $500. I was like, oh hell yeah! So I took a picture of it, sent it to Rachel, said, hey, what do you think of this? Let me know. If you like it, I'll order it right now. And she liked it, so I ordered it right then. So it comes out to be about $200, and they're like, it's going to take a week and a half to get it to you. Like, that's fine. Shit will stay outside for another week. It doesn't matter. Came up with a really great way to tarp my lawnmower, so it was good. Then I get a notification that it's going to arrive Saturday, like 3 or 4 days early. Like, okay, that's even better.
Yeah.
I work Saturday, but like I'll put it together Sunday. Then I get a notification that it's arriving the next day. I was like, oh shit. like if like the one that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And two, like I want to build a little platform to put it on, so that way it hopefully like lengthens the life of it. Because again, it's $200 for a shed. How long? Like,
Right.
It's not going to be the Amish shed.
Right.
Yeah. So I go to Home Depot, I get all the shit, come back, build the platform that day. The shed comes, and I don't get a chance to put it together. So I go to work. The next day after work, a buddy comes over, Louis, who he's off. He works for the U.S. Postal Service. I knew that would be he was when we were going through all of our postal service problems. He was the one. I was like, "Hey man, what's the deal with all this shit?" So he was my insight. So hopefully nobody there listens to it and he gets in trouble for it, because that'd be bad.
Well, we don't have any of our 12 listeners.
Yeah, we did get an extra one.
Service, so
yeah. If we do have a postal service listener, it's probably Louis.
Yep. And he's not going to rat himself out. So
no. So we get together on Tuesday nights, have dinner together and all that kind of stuff. So I said, "Hey man, if you're not busy on Thursday, like, would you want to come over, help me build a shed? I'll buy you lunch." He's like, "Yeah, sure. Let me just double check, make sure I don't have anything other." So Thursday I come home, shower, dick off around the house a little bit, and here my guy pulls up. It took us, he got here, we started at probably 9:30, and it was 1:00 when we were done putting this thing together.
Perfect.
Yeah. Now we that includes our stop for lunch. We just walked up the street to back street, but like it wouldn't, like, it says that one person could build it, and then as you flip through the instructions, it says 2 adults needed for this part. Like, well, if you're gonna fucking tell me that there's 2 adults needed in the fucking manual, then why don't you just put that?
It's 2 people.
Yeah. Morons. But hey, it's up. It's good. It's got a shed in it. It looks nice. Like, it's a decent little shed. I can tell you, we're not going to have to worry about it for the time that we're here. The next owners might. But
even better.
Mm-hmm.
Even better.
Yeah. So, thanks, Louis. Shout out, buddy. I appreciate it. It was good. It was also good hanging out with him.
Oh, sure.
Like usually it's like his 2 kids, his wife, and I love, like, a fantastic family. Love that they come over on Tuesdays. We hang out, have dinner. Like, it's fun. The kids play. It's fun to watch them play. But every once in a while, it's like, I just want to hang out and chat and do dumb shit with my buddy.
You need adult time to maintain your sanity.
Yeah.
And my boys were, I don't know, they were probably 4 and 5 in that ballpark. And it's the proverbial, you're so ingrained in your routine, working a 24-hour shift, you get off, you come home, you've got dad duty until, whatever, Well, I do that routine one morning, and it wasn't until I realized that I was sitting in my underwear watching Barney eating a bowl of cereal that the kids weren't home. So that's when I realized that I needed some adult supervision and some dude time with a brother to reset my thought. Can you tell it's bike week? You hear nothing but motorcycles. That's when I realized I needed, to hang out with some adults and have an adult conversation and that sort of thing. So I completely understand that.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, Rachel will be like, you need to go. Like, go call somebody, see even go do something. And it's like, the problem with that is it's so hard. Mm-hmm. Not that people don't want to do it, but they've got their schedules. Yep. And it's just like trying to get the time to line up. Like, maybe it'll work in September. Hell, it might be October. And I'm like, holy cow, it's just crazy.
Yep. For sure. I understand that completely. And getting back to me sitting in my lazy boy eating cereal in my underwear, watching Barney. Did I change the channel?
No.
No. No.
Mm-mm.
I was too far gone in Barney that I wasn't changing it. I had to see how it ended.
Yeah, you were invested. Yeah.
Yeah. And it ended up with clean up, everybody, everywhere, clean up. Yeah, I wake up in the middle of the night now, sing that song. Talk about PTSD.
You're like, well, shit. I guess I got to finish my cereal. Take it to the sink now.
Motherfucker. God damn it. He's done brainwashed my ass. Fuck that guy.
So when Harper's in the car, we listen to Pandora with like Encanto and Frozen music and all that kind of shit. And I can't tell you the number of times that it's just been me, and I'm like, she's going to pre-K 3 now. I've dropped Lincoln off at daycare. I'm off running errands, and here I am belting out some Let It Go. And I'm like, oh fuck.
Fuck.
And of course, you finish the song.
Yep, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
no choice.
Yeah,
Dad
and then comes on another like really good Disney song. Like, fuck you, Disney. Like, you didn't have to do, like, why do you have to do that? You know? Fuck you. That's what's going to get us canceled, is me telling Disney to go fuck themselves.
Right? Yeah. You realize you're listening to the soundtrack of Frozen, and just to prove your manliness, you switch it to something like NWA or, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm getting my man card back.
Fuck this. Like, people in the car looking over. Mind your business. Fuck you.
Yep. Oh my God. Or people are looking at going, yeah, he's listening to that. This kid's not in the car. I don't know why he's doing that.
Yeah. Or it's the dad next to him with the kids still in the car listening to it. And he looks over and it's like, I feel that.
Yeah.
And off he goes.
Can you shoot me now? Or
yeah. like to look like he forgot his coffee. Like off he goes. It's like,
yep. Fuck.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so tell me about your little trip to Girdlebush this morning.
So, the boys, we've talked about Girdle Tree Fire Department before, and they do their own. For folks who don't understand fire service, back in the day, every volunteer company relied on a lot of fundraising to generate funds and all that. Things have changed a little bit, especially for the bigger companies. They don't do as much fundraising anymore. But smaller local companies, they do a lot of fundraising. So Girdle Tree has lured Lang, the one of the smokers I had, and they wanted me to run down there this morning and just to make sure they had the grasp of how to run it and do that. And they're doing a little fundraiser this weekend for Bike Week. They're doing pulled pork platters and whatnot at the firehouse. Guys can ride in, pay $10, $12, get a nice meal, and continue on their journey. There's a lot of bike traffic between Chincoteague and Ocean City, apparently, and they use Route 12, run right by the firehouse. So why not capitalize on that and try to make a few dollars in the process, and keep the dream alive in Girdle Tree. So I stepped down this morning, and those boys have got a handle on it. They know what they're doing. They've helped me enough when we were doing their bike bash or whatever else. That they've done it enough. They know what they're doing. But it was nice to slip down to Girdle Tree this morning and see the brethren down there, and have some dude time like we were just talking about. So it's cathartic in a way to be able to sit down with those guys and you talk again. It's just like this podcast. You go from talking chicken eggs, literally double yolk chicken eggs, to fishing, and then of course we go right into smoking fish because they're doing the pulled pork. And Joe Truitt, who has Real Adventures, he went fishing last night. He had a couple nice fish in his cooler, and He said, Heckman, what do you think about putting the fish on and having a smoked fish lunch? I said, I think you're on to something. So we discussed the cooking method for throwing that fish on there, and them boys are going to have them a good lunch.
Heck yeah.
So
Heck
it's
yeah.
it's then that's it's part of the benefit of going down there. You get educated. You know, what I mean, it's a learning experience. We talked it out. They're going to basically butterfly one of the puppy drum out and lay him on the smoker and have a little smoked redfish.
Ooh.
Sounds damn tasty to me.
Yeah. Did I share the pictures from Frampton?
I saw what he posted on Facebook with the fish.
Yeah.
Catching the fish.
Yeah. He smoked a rockfish.
Okay.
And said it was fantastic.
I bet.
Yeah. Which, like, duh. Of course, I'm gonna yeah. I'll have to post it later.
Is it just me, or am I seeing more and more? I'm not going to even say exotic food stuff being cooked, because that exotic leads me to think like elephant and buffalo and giraffe and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm seeing more and more people experiment with some pretty crazy smoked shit. I got one the other. It just, first of all, why? And then I answer my own question with why not? Because you can.
Yeah.
And then you look at the prep time and the cook time, and it some of it seems to be a novelty. And I'm not going to say that like the frog and the turkey and the chicken. It's cool. It looks cool and all that kind of shit. But that kind of does serve a purpose. The one I got yesterday was the dude smokes a brisket. He slices it, like the normal slices and whatnot, and then basically takes a shotgun shell, a stuffed jalapeno, puts that in the middle and takes this full slice of brisket and wraps around, covers that in bacon, and then throws it on the smoker. So little overkill maybe, you know? So I think people are just starting to do shit to make it look cool for social media.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that seems like a lot. Like,
but what I was thinking, it seemed like it was a lot.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Did
and we're not against the experimenting and all that. No. But that's just like, if you're gonna do that, wrap it with the brisket and eat that.
Right.
Like, why add the bacon and then have to put it back on the grill?
And it is a mammoth freaking thing. It's not like it's, just a little shotgun shell, which, finger food kind of deal. This is the kind of thing that looks like you have to put it on a plate, cut it with a fork and knife.
Yeah.
And that's just,
that defeats the purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're definitely not going to pick it up and eat it like an appetizer.
No.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah. No. I don't remember exactly what it was. And I know I talked about it on here before. When we went to SU and we were in the president's box, it was like a peach glazed brisket and a jalapeno on top. But I can't remember what was like, maybe it was the brisket wrapped in bacon and a jalapeno slice on top or something like that. Mm-hmm. But it was still small enough.
It was manageable.
Yeah.
So have we talked about the Captain Slice here in Berlin, the pizza place?
I don't think we've talked about it on the show. At work, we talked about it, working with Ian, and he's mentioned it. I've never tried it. I've heard it's great.
So I am it's rare that I say this. I'm ashamed of myself that it took me so long to go. And now I can't stay out of the place. It is, we went last night and he does a fig pizza.
A fig pizza.
Fig pizza.
Oh, wow.
So he takes mission figs and makes a puree with toasted, I want to say they're pistachios. Yeah, they are.
Mm.
He toasts them. He does this mission fig and nut thing. It tastes like heaven, a lot like heaven. He put that down. He ran a local green fig across the top with the usual suspects, some more crushed pistachios, some a nice salty briny cheese, and man, that is one of the best bites of pizza that I've ever had. And it's just I like his creativity, I guess. He uses the Sam, whatever it is, tomatoes. I can't think of the name, whatever. But it's a sweet sauce that he has.
Mm-hmm.
It is unlike any piece of pizza that I've had anywhere before, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and there's a lot like that, right? Like they're all yeah.
The first week that we went in, it's been 2 weeks ago. We went in, and he had just done his 101st unique pizza.
Oh, wow.
So each week he has a different pizza, or however many days he has a different pizza. He just did his 101st.
Wow.
And so I've been sleeping on him for a year and a half, and I am ashamed to admit it. But
wow,
I'm trying to make up for it.
Yeah. Now, does he
without getting fat?
Yeah, yeah. Now, does he do like your traditional pizzas too?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, sure does. There's always an American, which is I think just straight cheese, and then there's a one they call the hook, which is pepperoni and cheese. I want to say. I don't want to get into all of it because I'll botch his shit. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But it was really, really nice to go in and talk to him and get a little history of what he's doing and why he's doing it and all that. It's just cool as shit. And he backs up what he's saying with phenomenal flavor. The slices you get, they're not you're thinking you're 1/8 of a pie. No, each slice is 2 regular slices big. So when you look at the price, don't get alarmed. Then you get your piece of pie. Dinner last night, I ate 1 piece of pizza and was completely satisfied, and was good to go.
Yeah, the pizza in town that I love, or at least in Ocean City, is Mioni's.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yep.
Absolutely, sure. My favorite. Like, yeah.
Used to work evening patrol, and where are we eating tonight? All right, let's go back to Mioni's.
Yep.
Never complain.
Yep. And then they opened one Midtown.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So the family that originally owned it, or the folks that originally owned it,
correct,
had a son and a daughter. Well, I guess they were retiring, gave the business to the kids. So I think the daughter got Midtown and the son got Westo. And when I was working at Station 3 2 winters ago, it doesn't matter when I was working at Station 3 in the winter, like we know what the specials were and be like, and for a while they were open, like into the shoulder season, they were open every day. Then they closed for like a month or two and opened back up in like February or March on like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday kind of thing, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And every day that they were open that we worked, like however our shifts fell, like that's where we were going for lunch. Yeah. So, and it's like there's stuffed meat pizza, it's the same way. Like you can get 2 slices, you're not going to eat 2 slices.
No.
Like, and even their regular pizza, like their mayonnaise white is probably my favorite of their regular pizzas. And I'm not a big white pizza guy, but this is, but it's the same way. It's a huge slice of pizza. I usually get a slice of the stuffed meat and a slice of the mayonnaise white, and I can't eat it all.
Have you had DeVito's white pizza?
DeVito's at 145th.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they did pizza.
Yeah.
Do they make their own crust?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I had a DeVito's sub.
Unfortunately, I can't either, and I wish I
Yeah.
could, because I think the world of Mike.
Yeah.
You know, Mike DeVito's the owner. I think the world of him. You know, through the years, I've got to know his dad, got to know his mom, got to know him, got to know his brother, and then got to know Mike's kids and his wife and all that. So, for those of you who don't know, DeVito's is a traditional Italian deli. They also have subs, pizza, that sort of stuff. They hand make their rolls every single day.
Yep.
Now, when I first started going in there, Pop DeVito was 100 years old, and he was blind. And he would sit in the back area and make the bread by hand, blind. He would cut every roll out by hand. He would do all that. He would weigh the dough, or he couldn't weigh the dough because he couldn't see it. He would portion it out by hand, and he was so practiced at it that when they would go behind him and check the weight to make sure they were all the same, they were all perfect. You know, that kind of deal. So definitely old school family business, that kind of shit. So we get an EMS call. One of their employees has cut their finger doing some prep work, and she is hysterical. Mama DeVito, who at the time was probably in her 70s, smacked this bitch right in the mouth and told her to calm down. I didn't know. You don't know what to do. What happened? Calm down, not another peep. Got her fixed up. Good to go. You know, all that kind of shit. But she knocked the dog shit out of her. And sometimes that's what you need to reset young people.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So when I started working for Ocean City, not even then, when I discovered DeVito's, I weighed about 180 pounds. Did we see how that goes? That was Mama DeVito's fault, because you go in, you do your work, and you place your order, and you wait for your Godfather. And by the way, that's my shit. The Godfather's my shit. And you go to leave, and next thing you know, you got 2 drinks, a bag of chips, and a homemade dessert, and it costs you $4.
Yeah.
Like, you folks got to stop. You know, waistline can't handle this, and the department budget can't handle my uniform allowance anymore. Y'all need to stop.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I would go. We'd go in getting lunch, and like the line is out the door.
Yep.
And people are getting. I haven't tried them. The meatballs, the sauce, like all of it, and I can only imagine how good the rest of it is.
It is truly an authentic Italian. I mean, it just is.
Yeah.
You know, they had a shop back in, I'm talking 50 years ago. They had a shop in Baltimore, and
really?
they moved the whole operation down here.
Wow.
And I'm glad they did.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when we'll talk about Doug Scott now. When you go in there so much and you order something they name it after you. So there's a Dougie or the Scotty, whatever, either one you ordered, however you want.
Yeah.
But mine was always a Godfather, no tomato, provolone. It normally comes with tomato and Swiss cheese, and I always got no tomato and provolone. So as soon as Mike would get Hickman's here, where's Hickman? Where is he? Yep, I'm right here, buddy.
Yep.
So yeah, if you've never had DeVito's experience, again, highly recommend it. Their pizza is the white pizza it's the best white pizza I've ever had.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had something else I wanted to say. Can't remember what it was. Oh, it'll click in 4 days from now when I'm in the shower. And damn, oh, I know what it was. Last episode we mentioned Todd Pruitt. Todd Pruitt, he is a battalion chief in Goose Creek, South Carolina. I just saw where he got promoted. I don't know when exactly it was, but it posted like the day. Well, the episode aired yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was like the day before I saw it, where he got promoted to battalion chief, or battalion chief. So
good,
yeah, good for him.
Yeah. I never knew him. He was a Salisbury guy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I never knew him, but there was a lot of people that would talk about him, and then when they would have openings, like it was pretty popular around Salisbury. Like, hey, this is a great department to work for. Like, yeah, people should consider it.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. I'm not sure how he ended up down there, but glad he did. Glad he's doing well. He's a hell of a fireman and just a hell of a good dude. All the way around, for sure. Jennifer just backed into the driveway, and she went to visit our swag lady, Shannon, picked up some stuff over in Salisbury, and I'm watching her unload her car right now, seeing how much money she spent.
$58.02.
$58.02. There we go. So that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Normally we can't go to Johnson Seed and Feed and get out under $241. So
Vegetables are cheaper.
yep. So anyhow, yeah, good time. Oh, look at the time.
Yep. I was just gonna say, and we're gonna wrap this one up. So hey, thanks for joining us. We're trying with things, kids going back to school, and hopefully our schedules come a little bit more regular, trying to get things a little bit more scheduled out so it's not as much last minute, but life happens, and there it is. So with that being said, we'll see you next time. Enjoy.